Welcome in from the high desert. I hope your weekend's going good. I started this new game, Subnautica, and so far so good. I mean, I'm having fun with it. I'm kind of stuck right now, but I can get out of it. So I'm just waiting to get out of it. I'm also putting together another game of mine. Um, the mods and such. So I'm keeping busy anyway, and playing Fallout 4, of course. But I saw somebody playing this, and I swear I talked to somebody some years back that played this, and
Fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
if
The
you
seat
notice,
glide will increase your effective exploration
I went
range.
quickly
For
through
your
the
safety,
settings.
please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the
I-
nearest life pod or habitat.
I
The
did
builder
watch
tool
somebody
is designed to construct
play this
habitats
on stream,
capable of withstanding extreme
and
environmental conditions. Weapons were
and
removed
it looked
from
real
standard
good.
survival blueprints
So,
following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife
so I went
remains
ahead and
the
got it.
only exception. Motivational note. Craig McGill crash-landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tame Star War. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Yeah, starting off, I had no clue what I was doing. Absolutely none. First day, I played it 7.5 hours or something. I didn't mean to, of course. I just, yeah, there was things to do, you know. And I noticed that there's like 4 different ways to play it. I don't know what this gun thing is. After a while, I learned it's some kind of gun or something, but it took me a while to figure
The
the
Aurora
controls
suffered
out.
orbital health failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
But I saw that you could build in this, and well, I'm there. You know, I like to build things. Um, so that was a big draw. Oh, and I'm also playing in like a creative mode, a build mode. Um, I didn't. I just read, you know, the instructions, you know, of each one, and that sounded good to me because I know in Fallout 4, if you're in build mode, you know, there's not a lot of fighting and stuff. So if you're looking for fighting and stuff, I'm not playing the game for that. You know. Oh, and you get ships and stuff to submarines and all that good stuff. So I do have my big submarine, and it was a joke trying to drive it. But this is just the first hour because, like I said, I played, you know, 7.5 hours on the first day, and it took like 5 minutes to install. That's it. I mean, it was so quick. And then I guess I got a DLC or something for it. Ice, ice something. So this is just the first one, and I guess it's been out a while, but that's okay. The graphics were real, and it's so pretty. Underwater, it's just so pretty. Um, Again, I didn't know how to get this thing out of my hand. I figured it out. I mean, it says it right there, you know, but that doesn't matter. And I looted everything, and so I got full, and I didn't know what to do, you know. Like I said, I watched it for a little bit, but I didn't. He was he was further along, you know. I didn't watch from the get-go, which I kind of now wished I did. Um, See, I was taking everything. Oh, you can take this? Sure, I'll take it. And it was like, I got so full, my inventory. And I'm really not past this beginning. I just went ahead and started building right here. And I know I'm like, I had to go, I had to get the ship, or the submarine, because I had to go really deep somewhere. And then I grabbed some of the fish and stuff and brought them back and put them into my aquarium. And it said somewhere, and it made sense, that you don't want those fish mixed in with these fish or sea life. So I made 2 aquariums, and then I'll make more for whatever region, or if that makes sense to you, you'll see. I don't know if I build in this one. I'm just kind of getting my bearings. But it's so pretty, such a pretty game. Now, my son never played it, but he has watched it being played. And he said it's kind of buggy, but I didn't notice it until I got stuck in this ship. And man, and I know there's a way out because I got out, and then I was doing other things as I was playing, and and it crashed the game. So I'm back at being stuck in this ship, and it was like, God damn it. But I'll figure it out because I did before. So I guess there's console commands I haven't figured out how to yet. And I'm like, what the freak, man? You're running off with parts, you know. I guess those guys are really, they seem really mean. And I guess if I was playing, you know, the other way, I guess the sea life and stuff does attack you. But I didn't want to do that. I want to build, you know. So. And some people were kind of my family that I would be doing a water thing because I don't swim much anymore. And, but I'm a good swimmer. We learned since first grade school. We had a swimming pool, community swimming pool inside and outside that they just built, and it was right between our schools. So yeah, we went there, and they taught us to swim since day one, you know, since we were in school. But I haven't swam in a while. It's too cold. I get cold, or unless it's heated, you know, but we don't. We have warm springs. I'll go there. But I like the graphics. It was really neat. There's not too much talking. My Mr. asked me, do you talk to anybody? And I'm like, well, there's computers. Yeah, otherwise, not really. Yeah. And it's not a game for everyone, I don't think, because it's pretty laid back. You get to explore. And I'm playing it with my Xbox controller. Yeah. See, I don't know what this stuff is. So I'm just checking it out, you know. I guess that's for building, but I didn't know, you know. And there's a light. And right now I don't need the knife. I mean, there's been no threat. I don't even need that thing. I don't even know how to get it out of my hands. And that's the little ship that we got. I'm like, how do you get in? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do things. And people who have played this before, they're probably laughing because it's like I'm so new. I don't know what to do. I don't know what anything is at this point. I got it on sale, by the way, from somewhere, but it's on Steam. Maybe it's Steam I bought it through. A lot of times I'll buy keys, for stuff, especially because we buy a lot of video games. And yeah, so things on sale is a good price. I play one game that's free to play, but not all the DLCs and the add-ons and all that crap aren't free. It's the most expensive game I own, and it's free to play. And the son just bought the new Diablo. Thanks. My mistress reminded me. And so he's playing it, so I'll go out there and watch him and see what it's like. He has a totally different style than I have, play style. He likes the fighting and stuff, and I'm just... See, and I'm learning what this is. And I guess the way I'm playing, I guess you get everything. I mean, I have to go around and look for stuff, but my son came in here. We're not talking a boy here, we're talking a 32-year-old man, but he came in here and watched me a little bit. He's like, oh my God, you could end the game right now if you wanted. I'm like, huh? So it sounds like this is supposed to be for people who know what they're doing, who's played the other ways of playing, the survival and all that. But I want to build, so... And I'm hoping you can build like in other places too, because I want to. And it says, when you start building, it says, just remember, this is not your home. Well, it sure seems like it, because we're stuck here until we can get out. I guess that's this. Oh no, that's the ship that we got dumped here. It's an alien planet that's mostly water. But I found an island. So, I don't know. I found an island and it seemed
Detecting
okay.
increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
The island has creatures on it, though, and they look like spiders or something. So, I guess that's what the knife's for. But if they're not going to attack me, I'm not going to attack them. Yeah,
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
It
Trend
has a
is
1 on
consistent
there,
with
so...
damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
Yeah, I'm looking for that 1, so that must be it.
The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
And that's what I want, but I don't know how to do it yet. Yeah, use repair tool. Well, I didn't know what the repair tool was. I didn't know how to I didn't know how to get down there. And then I figured it out, but at this point I know nothing. And that's my inventory. Oops. I'm checking out the controls, you know, because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm playing this on PC, so I do have the keyboard. I just, it said it was good with my controller, so I'm like, cool. My mister's playing his game too, so I don't think you can hear his game, but if you hear a bunch of shooting, that's him, and he's playing in my account, so it's kind of funny. And I told him I would insist on him going into his own name if he was one of those nasty players, you know, that, you know, but he's not, so he's pretty new to the, you know, when you talk to people and stuff and play with other people. And I know you guys have a name for that, but and I guess you do, you know, you have to build everything, you have to craft everything. And I do have a repair tool down there in the round things, but I don't know how to get to it. So I thought, well, I'll just build it, you know. And once I figured it out, you know, it's like, oh, that was too easy. But yeah, I'm trying to. I have played different games, but I just my memory isn't too great, so I gotta remember how to do all this, you know, or you know.
Lifeboat secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
And I am drinking my morning coffee because I stayed up and I watched a rerun that my mister was watching, and I got into it, and I was like, shit. So I was up at normal time, like, I don't know, 6 p.m. or something. And then I stayed up all night long, and then...
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come
What's
get
that?
us already.
Yeah.
Signal location
Yeah,
uploaded
that's
to
what
PDA.
I've written down too. I have a sleep journal in there. Well, no, it's not. I have a chalkboard that I write down when I go to bed, so I get my sleep, so I don't get a migraine, because God, those things hurt. So I sleep. I won't get up. I sleep a lot, but I don't have to take all those pills, so. Oh, and my son was finally, you guys probably aren't into old lady stuff, but he brought my plant up to the porch. I'm so happy. It's the little things. One of my plants, anyway. See, I don't know what this is, and I hope I'm not hurting that thing. I don't think it's an animal. That's why I tried it on whatever that was. And I didn't know you could catch some of these fish at this point. And I was like, when I found that out, I'm like, cool. I'm catching fish like crazy for the aquariums. Yeah, my son was, he came back here and watched long after this because he said, Mom, don't do that. And I'm like, I won't. And I didn't. And I know why you're saying that because it already did that. And by the way, that ship is the one I went to investigate and I got stuck in. That one. And I'm stuck in there now because the game crashed because of the other program I was running, or software. Yeah, I do several things at once. And the game didn't like the other software I was running. And yeah, but I'm back to being stuck in there, but I can get out. It just takes me some time to figure out how to get out of there. And then here soon, they put a dot or something, and I'm supposed to go and it has you going and investigating the different wrecks and such, and I think that's pretty fun. But like I said, it's a pretty laid back game in this mode because I haven't been in the other. My mister, he was into diving and going underwater and stuff, so he's telling me I've never dove before or really swam in the ocean. Our ocean is really cold. Oh my God! And so I waited, but I never. We'd go to the beach a lot because we've got the Pacific Ocean, you know, but it's super cold. Oh my God. It'll make your legs go numb within minutes of being out there. It's not like California where it's warm, which California is just below Oregon. But the ocean here is really cold. And it just gets colder the further up into Washington and Canada. And see, and I can get eggs. So I thought that was pretty cool because I don't know what they're going to be, you know. And my mister was saying, why are you breaking that, you know? And I'm like, well, it's different stuff I learned, you know. So... And so I like that because I never know what I'm going to get, you know. I guess you can catch those too, I found out. You can't catch those things. They remind me of those, these one creatures. And, yeah, rays. And I found out that, what, salt or something? You can find salt around here. But see, I'm collecting all this shit that I probably don't need. But I'm doing it anyway, because I can. And then I get full and I'm like, oh, how do you dump this stuff? And then as soon as I figure out to use that light down here, you can see a lot more stuff. And that's when I learned that you can pick these guys up because it, you know, it had catch or whatever. And it's a big map, I noticed. So I mean, geez, there's just so much to investigate and explore. I like exploring. I like those guys. They remind me of mantises, you know, down south. That's what they remind me of. And they're curious. They come up and they want to know what you're doing and stuff. So I thought that's cool. But it's just a really laid back game. Well, how I'm playing it anyway.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
See, I thought that was cool because I like caves, you know. I like to go investigating them. In fact, as a kid, we were at the Devil's Elbow over there and on the coast, and tide was out, and I thought it was a good idea. And I'm all by myself, you know. I'm always all by myself, investigating places. And stupid me, here comes the tide, you know. And I'm like, well, you know, if I get stuck out here, I'm like 9 years old, you know. And I'm like, I better get out of here before the tide comes in. And it's a good thing too, because it's not called that for nothing. That's when we didn't have lifeguards and all that crap out there, you know, like they do now. It seems like they have people, you know, so yeah. We were left on our own back then, you know.
Be advised, a common complication
And my
for
parents
cave
couldn't
divers
contain
is loss
me.
of
Good
orientation,
luck.
followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Yeah, but anyway, the tide started coming in, and I'm like, this doesn't seem like a safe place. I got out of there okay and stuff. In fact, where we used to go, there's a lighthouse, and it's supposed to be haunted. And so, of course, the older siblings used to freak me and my younger sibling out by, you know, telling us the ghost stories and everything. And we were so afraid to go up there by ourselves. I guess Astoria is supposed to be a graveyard for ships and such. And then we have a highway that goes from Portland to the coast. And that highway is supposed to be haunted. And I believe it. I've been on that highway a lot. And I don't know, it just gives you the willies, some of the rest stops, you know. Probably because they're so remote, they're dark, or they used to be. I'm talking the 70s, 80s, 90s, you know. And now it's so different over there on the coast. You go to the Sea Lion Caves, and it's all parking. It's all a parking lot, it seems like. And it never used to be that way. Maybe we had parking, but nothing like it is now. Yeah, I was wondering, why can't I pick that up? Yeah. My oldest son loved to go swimming out there at Cannon Beach. His father had a place there, and he loved to go out there. And I told him it's cold out there, and he found that out. But being a local, he found the hotels have swimming pools. And he got in there, and they let him swim in there and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, if they let you in there and you're not breaking any rules, go for it. Just, mind your manners, Yeah, I think that's pretty cool at night. But I'm also a Starfield player and stuff. I like, I like outer space stuff. And I like the oceans, because the oceans, just like outer space, we don't know everything about the oceans at all. And we get whales and shit over there on the beach. Pretty cool. I even thought about moving out there to another part of the coast. It's kind of cold over on our beach. Even in summer, it's cold. But in Cannon Beach, shit, you have elk coming into town and everything. And big herds, too, not just one or two. And the raccoons over there are as big as a dog, I swear. They're huge. But we're over here on the high desert now, so it's like way by Mr. Drives anyway. It's like 3 hours to the beach. He says we wouldn't be living in a place like this if you didn't look around and take in the scenery. So
Caution.
I agree with him,
Continued
actually.
degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
See, I'm not quite sure what to do here yet. I figured out. This is only the first hour, so I cut out some of the stuff, but nothing major. And I quickened up the beginning because it's like, I'm reading that, by the way. If I keep the eggs until I construct the habitat, and then I put in my aquariums. Then I put them in the aquariums, and they hatched. And I don't know. I may show more of the gameplay. I don't know, because it's a pretty laid back game, So there's not a lot of excitement. But I'll put in building my ship, or my submarine. I need a little submarine too. I haven't made that yet. And I don't know if this thing can do anything but sit here, this bubble I'm in. And I figured I would need that medical, but I guess being in the creative mode, I guess there's no real need for medical and stuff. You don't get hurt, you don't get all that kind of stuff. So, and I guess I'm not guessing. I know that after a while, I find the storage we have, and I filled it up in
This is
in no
LifePod
time.
6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Okay, and
Signal
I'm an
coordinates
American.
corrupted.
I don't know what
Approximate transmission
kilometers
origin
and
recorded to
that
data
kind of
bank.
stuff. I don't know how far that is. It's like, I don't know about a lot of that stuff, you know, kilograms and all that. I don't know that kind of shit. They tried to teach us back in the 70s. They tried to teach us what that kind of stuff was in public schools, but it didn't catch on. And then they gave up, and then we didn't have to learn it no more, and I was like happy because it confused the crap out of me. All I know is what a 9mm wrench is the same as shit. Now I forget, but I know I need that because it's the same wrench I need for the American size. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm just checking this out, you know, seeing what we have and what we can construct. And it looks like I picked up a lot of stuff I can use, so that's good. I like the sounds like whale calls, you know. I like that. In fact, a lot of this reminds me of a place we have on the coast. It's the aquarium, underground aquarium type thing. You go down, and it's underwater, and you're in a glass enclosure, and you can see all the animals and stuff. I always like that. If we didn't go on our own, our schools took places. We went to a petting zoo, or it wasn't called a petting zoo. It was called something, but you could touch all the sea creatures and stuff. And I had a baby octopus start climbing up my arm, and nobody was, you know, the teachers weren't watching and stuff. And I was by myself, of course, because I always wandered off. And I was like, yo, I can't get this thing off me. And then the teacher, you know, got the attention of some kids, and they got the attention of the teacher, and he got all excited, and oh my God, you know, and he started yelling at me and shit. And I'm like, I didn't do anything, you know. But it was funny. Well, it's funny now. Back then I was like cursing at him under my breath, you know, because, you know, you don't want to talk back. But he was just excited because he was, you know, if one of his kids got hurt, you know, he was responsible. And I understand that now, but back when I was a little kid, I didn't, you know. Because my parents let me wander off and do whatever I wanted to, you know. And I did. I took full advantage of that. It was a different time back then. Kids were allowed to do things that you guys can't do now. And in turn, I took my kids to a lot of places so they would get to know what things were like. I took them to shows, and I'd walk up to cops, can my kids see your, cop car? And I went to the fire engine places, hey, can my kids take a look, And they were always hospitable. Unless, of course, had an emergency or something. They were off. No, I even took them to Seattle Seahawks, and they got signed autographs and stuff. They're around here somewhere. They like the cheerleaders, of course, See, and I don't know if I knew what, at this point anyway, let's see, that blue thing, I was just kind of just wandering around, and see, that thing sounds like maybe like a shark or something, those things there, but they didn't do anything, so I just, I mean, at first it sounded like they were going to attack or something, but they didn't, so, but they keep
Life
stealing.
on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
I liked it. Nothing attacked me, so I didn't have to kill anything. Don't get me wrong. I don't care about hunting and stuff. If you're hungry, you're hungry. But I personally don't want to kill stuff if I don't have to. And I think that's salt. I think that said it was salt. And it's like, yeah, you need salt, but I mean, our salt is laced with iodine. And that's pure salt, so, what's that? Yeah, you need it, right. He's saying why they add iodine to salt, and we do need it. I mean, I don't think, sea salt has it. Sea salt's a big deal here. Probably because it's we're by the ocean. When that Japanese thing hit, that was when iodine came into the news a lot. Japan had that big natural disaster, and we had a bunch of crap floating up on our beaches. And it killed some of our wildlife, and we had wildlife showing up here in our oceans that we never seen before, We had a lot of stuff washing up, and it was just devastating, I guess, for Japan. But we felt it here too on our beaches, like starfish. They were dying. I mean, in groves, they were dying, and they were like gelatizing, like just kind of wasting away. It was really sad. I mean, when we were kids, we used to bring them home, and we, as real little kids, we just didn't grasp that they were living things, And, yeah, I kind of feel bad about it now, because, I mean, God, we used to bring home quite a few, and, I mean, a couple, But, At least I did, you know, me and my younger brother. But, and our parents, you know, they, yeah, sure, whatever, you know, and then I, you know, when I got a little older and found out they're living things and we're killing them, and it's like, well, I don't want to kill them, you know. And now, of course, you can't take anything out of the sea, which is good, you know, because we kind of devastated some of the wildlife because we just didn't know. Our parents, you know, they didn't care, you know. And see, this is what I'm after, and then, of course, it didn't dawn on me because I didn't know. I just started playing this, but that's what you want.
Integrating new PDA data.
And that's why I went into that big ship that we got stranded here in, that huge ship, because of the PDAs. And I saw one, but I couldn't get to it, and I was really frustrated. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, but I couldn't get to it. I don't know if it was a bug or what, but it was irritating. But, and these little guys, and yeah, it's, 46 minutes in, so there's not much left. I find the island in this, I think. No, I don't think this is the one. I think that's the next one. Ouch, damn it. The dog scratched me and it hurts. Damn dew claw. And I now realize why breeders deal with that dew claw, because holy crap, that thing hurts. But our dog still has his. I think that's what scratched me when we were playing. See, I need my light on, but again, I figured it out. Yeah, I spent, 7.5 hours the very first day I got this installed. And then the next day I spent, I got in, I built in Fallout 4 for a while, and then I came to this, and it's like, there's just so much to do, you know. And yeah, I don't know
Life
what a
on
lot
this
of
planet
stuff
grows
is.
in unusually distinct and diverse
Okay, we already
ecological
heard that.
biomes. Further study recommended. Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine
Well,
for
it's not like we
uniform
can
muscle
walk,
development.
right? I mean, you can't walk underwater, so I mean, yeah, you gotta swim. And see, and I didn't know there was an island, so I didn't know there was land, you know. So I need to go over there and investigate more about that.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
I don't think anybody's gonna come for you, buddy.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not
we
going
already
outside.
heard that.
There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays,
And that comes
bioreactors,
in
propulsion
on the,
cannons. It had a cinema. There was a
that
zero-G gym.
tablet we
My
got,
cafe.
PDA.
I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
And I finally left one of those empty so I could, you know, I don't have anything in my hands.
Land pre-recorded distress call.
This is Officer Keenan, Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was
Gone.
give me coordinates for
He's
dry
dead.
land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site.
See,
Stay together and good luck.
kilometers. I just
This
don't know
message
what
will
that
now
is
repeat.
even now.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded
I know
to
what
PDA.
mile is in acres. And you can't sleep until morning because there's no bed, you know.
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached
Oh,
critical
and I'll
state.
get back to
Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
this other game I have, and it's nighttime. You know, there's light. You know, it may not be much, but there is light. See, and I don't know why that thing is going around circles. I'm assuming it's, you know, some kind of life form making it do that. But they don't attack, so, you know. And at this stage of the game, you know, you just got to wait until morning if you want to see, because there's just nowhere to lay down or anything. But I like the game, and it you know, that's why I spent some time in it, because there's lots of adventuring, and then I get to build. So I don't know if I'll put many videos up of it. I don't know. We'll see if I want to take the energy or not, because I have so many videos. Oh my God, raw, and I have to get them off my hard drive, because I filled up my hard drive yesterday, day before, and I had I went and bought a software to get rid of duplicates, because I have duplicates of duplicates of duplicates, and they gave me enough room. I had 2 terabytes extra, but that was a certain percentage, and so it made it red. You know, I don't like being in the red, so yeah, so I cleaned up some of that hard drive. I have over 20 terabytes of hard drive here. It's a different, SSDs and HDDs, and yeah. So we're thanks for coming by and checking this out with me, because I did have fun with it, and I like sales. I like getting things on sales too, because we buy so many video games here. It's just unreal. But it's just the first hour, and yeah, I pretty much stopped it at an hour too. So thanks for coming by and checking it out. I think it's pretty. I stopped it here because yeah, we're at an hour.